Have you ever stopped to think that there are things you will never find on Google? And it's not because no one wrote about it, but because someone decided you shouldn't know. Today we're going to talk about information that quietly disappears from the internet, about secrets that governments, corporations, and even intelligence agencies don't want you to discover. And when I say don't want, I'm not talking about crazy theories. I'm talking about real censorship, mass tracking, and manipulation of search results. Stay until the end, because you'll understand exactly how your digital freedom is much less than you think. And if you think you're in control of what you research, what you read, and what you believe, this video will change your perspective forever. Before continuing, please like and subscribe, because platforms don't recommend this type of content easily, and every click you make helps break the algorithm's block. Now, let's open the first door of this labyrinth. The great hidden truth. Do you think that when you type something into Google, you're actually seeing all the results that exist? The truth is that you only see what someone decided that you can see. Behind the scenes, there's a system that filters, prioritizes, and in some cases, completely deletes certain information. This doesn't just happen in authoritarian regimes. It's present in the world's largest democracies. What you search is monitored. What you find is selected. What you will never see is what matters most. This control is done through invisible layers, classification algorithms that bury certain content, blacklists, secretaires that block entire websites, political and corporate agreements that determine which voices can be heard, and the scariest thing, you might search for forbidden information, and instead of finding nothing, you'll find an altered version of it, carefully written to make it look true. If this is already making you uncomfortable, imagine when you find out that your search history is used to build a psychological profile, which is then sold, traded, and in some cases used to predict and manipulate your actions. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you concrete examples of impossible searches and how they're manipulated in real time. You need to hear this before it's taken down. Mirror of reality. Think about the last time you tried to find controversial information. Maybe it was about a political scandal, an economic theory that goes against the system, or even a historical event that doesn't appear in school textbooks. Do you remember how difficult it was to find something that wasn't exactly the same on every website? Did you notice that suddenly all the sources were saying the same thing, as if they were reading from a script? This is no coincidence. This is the invisible filter in action. Now imagine this. You're talking to a friend about a sensitive topic, and that same day, you start receiving videos, ads, and news about that exact topic. It's not magic, it's monitoring. In Germany, they call it surveillance. In the USA, from mass surveillance. In France, mass surveillance. In Poland, mass surveillance. In Brazil, they simply call it data monitoring. The name changes, but the goal is the same: to know everything about you, to control what you see. And here's the most disturbing thing. Many people believe they are free because they can research whatever they want. But freedom to seek is not freedom to find. Comment below. I understand the filter. Every comment helps this video reach more people who need their eyes opened. Dismantling limiting belief. You grew up believing that the internet is a free space, that anyone can publish whatever they want, and that any information is just a click away. But this is the best constructed illusion of our time. Digital freedom exists, to the point where it does not threaten powerful interests. Think about it. The internet started as a wild territory where anyone could talk, but little by little, large companies took control of portals, social networks, and search engines. And when a few control the entry doors, they control what comes in and what goes out. Imagine a huge garden with invisible walls. You can walk wherever you want, as long as you stay within these walls. And the most dangerous thing, most people don't even realize they exist. In practice, this means that you are not sailing through an infinite ocean of knowledge, but through a carefully lit aquarium, where every stone, every plant, and even every color was chosen to make you feel safe. And here's a disturbing fact. In many countries, lists of banned words and terms are updated weekly, and any content containing these words is automatically buried. You don't see. You don't know that you didn't see. If this insight made you think, leave a like now, because the more people understand that the free internet is a myth, the harder it becomes to maintain control over information. The transforming step by step. If you really want to break through the invisible filter, it's not enough to just research more. You need to completely change the way you connect with information. Here they are, 5 steps that will change your game. 1. Replace Google with independent search engines. DuckDuckGo, Startpage, and Quant don't track your browsing history. While they still have limitations, they don't use the same level of personalized manipulation as Google. Try it for 7 days and compare the results. 2. Access the deep web securely. The deep web isn't just about crime. It also houses libraries, forums, and files that never appear on the surface. Use the Tor browser, but learn the rules of digital security first. Sign up now because I'm going to create a full video showing you how to explore this risk-free. 3. Use multiple languages in searches. Searching for the same term in English, German, French, or Polish may reveal data that is censored in one language, but free in another. The language barrier is one of the most subtle censorships that exist. Save this insight. Few people talk about it. 4. Learn to identify manipulation through repetition. If all the websites say exactly the same thing, they are probably using the same official source. Real information is often diverse, contradictory, and uncomfortable. Comment here. I don't accept the script. 5. Create a personal knowledge archive. Save PDFs, videos, and texts you consider valuable, because they may no longer be online tomorrow. Have offline backups. The internet's memory is shorter than it seems. Anyone who has ever lost important content knows what I'm talking about. If this step-by-step guide opened your mind, leave a like now. This way, the algorithm understands that this is content that needs to reach more people. And stay with me, because in the next point I will show you the deadly mistake that makes most people completely lose control over their own information. The deadly mistake, to avoid the biggest mistake you can make. It's not using Google. It's not about having social media. It's not even about leaving the GPS on. The deadly error is believe that if I have nothing to hide, I have nothing to fear. This phrase is the gift every surveillance system dreams you'll repeat. Because when you think like that, you don't question anything. You become docile, and worse, you normalize the invasion of your privacy as if it were something natural. But understand, information is not just about the present. Everything you do today, research today, share today, can be used against you in the future. When the context changes, think of the millions of people who have lost jobs, opportunities, and even freedom because something they said 5 or 10 years ago was taken out of context. Now imagine that with every location data, every search, every private message. If you continue to live as if nothing is at risk, you are giving away complete control of your life for free. Comment here. I have something to protect. This simple phrase is already an act of resistance. And in the next point, I'll show you how to change your digital identity and become invisible to the system without leaving the internet. This is what will separate those who are trapped from those who are truly free. The change of identity. Starting today, you can continue to be just another user, or it can become conscious digital citizen. This change doesn't start with technology. Start with whom you decide to be. Most people live connected, but disconnected from themselves. They accept terms of use without reading. They install apps without question. They share every step on social media without realizing that they are creating the most accurate map of their own lives that has ever existed. But you don't have to be like that. You might be the type of person who decide what you share and what you keep private. Search from multiple sources before believing anything. Guard evidence and important documents offline. He understands that digital freedom is like physical freedom. Either you protect it or someone takes it away. It's not about disappearing from the internet. It's about showing up only when and how you want. This is being invisible to the system, but extremely visible to what really matters, your own choices. And as Schopenhauer would say, freedom is not something you receive, but something you earn. If you feel ready to conquer yours, comment now. I choose to be free. And subscribe, because in the next videos we'll dive even deeper into the secrets they don't want you to find out. Today, you discovered that your digital freedom is not as free as it seems. It saw the secret the government would never let you Google, understood the step-by-step process to escape the invisible filters, and, most importantly, realized the deadly mistake that turns millions of people into digital prisoners without them realizing it. But now, you are no longer one of them. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, and most importantly, you've already started your change of identity. Recap. Explore different fonts and languages. Save what is valuable. A question that always has a dominant narrative. Protect what you don't want used against you. Now it's up to you. No one will fight for your freedom except you. So, comment now. I protect my digital freedom. Leave your like so this message can reach more people who are still stuck without knowing it. And subscribe, because in the next video we will reveal the method that large corporations use to manipulate your behavior without you realizing it, and how you can shield yourself from it. Your journey is just beginning, and whoever stays until the end of this series will see the internet in a different light.